Welcome, Leo, to your January 22nd through 28th reading. So glad you're here. We're going to jump right in and look at what's coming up for you in the coming week for Leo. Leo, you have some big energies. Big energy. Leo, you are on fire right now. I'm telling you, you are going through a massive transformation. Massive transformation. And what a beautiful card reading. So Leo, right now you're showing up as the Two of Swords, which is like indecision, unsure of which path to take. And it's also about resting and recuperating and really analyzing all your options. And it looks like you have two options. The Two of Swords has water in the background and a crescent moon. The crescent moon is also on the Hierophant card. And so you're trying to take a grasp on not the Hierophant, the High Priestess. And so you're trying to get a grasp of your emotions, and you're trying to get balanced your head and your heart, right? What do you want versus what makes you feel right? And you're just kind of like, the way I'm intuitively reading this is you're really trying to seek that inner knowing, that High Priestess, that intuition, to try to make a good decision. You've got a decision that you're up against right now, and you're trying to you feel a little blindfolded, like you can't really see the correct path to take because you've got the blindfold on. And the truth is, it's just a little bit of an indecisive decision process. What I'm reading for you is you've got the Hanged Man to the Two of Swords and the Judgment. So it's like you're taking this Hanged Man approach where you're trying to seek enlightenment right now. And recently you had felt like you had an epiphany. In the recent past, you felt like you felt like you got a new idea, breakthrough idea, but now you're feeling a little unsure. And what it's telling me is coming up for you is the Judgment card. You're going to get a full mental clarity, and it's not just you. This is coming from above. So many people have gotten the Judgment card this week, and I'm saying, like, a lot of us are having some major epiphanies at work or in our love life or just in decisions that we need to make. We're finally seeing a lot more clearly. We're seeing perfectly clear, and it's because we're given that that gift from above. The Archangel Michael is shouting the trumpet, and he's shouting it loudly. Like, we finally get it, and it's so loud. And that's what I'm getting for you and that makes a lot of sense, especially with the Pluto moving out of Capricorn for the last 20 years. It's been a rough 20 years, and finally moving into Aquarius, which is a much better energy for Pluto to be in. And so we're finally starting to see clarity and vision, and having, I feel like in the next week or two, you're really going to start to see things shift for you as far as indecisiveness. Now, in your recent past, you have the Hanged Man in reverse, you have Justice, and you have the Six of Wands. And so what I'm hearing is recently you had a light bulb moment, right? You had the Hanged Man, the Justice, and I feel like something happened. Like, you went into the Hangman position where you were stalled, a little unsure of what to do. And you've had a sense of enlightenment. You finally moved out of that stagnant situation, or a situation that was making you feel stagnant and stuck. And you've had some justice. Like, something has come in and given you a balance in your life, and you've gotten what you deserved, which is rewards. I feel like something recently happened for you, Leo, where you were celebrated. You were recognized finally for your achievements, and those are people in the background celebrating you. And you're walking in on you're riding in on your horse with your staff, with your wand, celebrating your achievements. And it's major victory and success. And I feel like you deserved it because you worked hard for it. And I feel like maybe it came from some big idea you had. But where you're showing up now is the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. In your current situation, this could be about love because you've got the Two of Cups, and you might be a little unsure of a situation right now that you're in love, because it feels very burdensome. And this is not for all of you, but for some of you, you feel like the relationship you're in right now, and it could be a work relationship too, but it could be a personal relationship, a marriage. Two of Cups can often symbolize a marriage. and it could be about your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being, because you've got the sign of the medical sign, which is about healing. And so it might be about healing because you've also got the water sign, the water in the background, but healing your emotional well-being and your mental, like I said earlier, mind over heart. Something has felt like a huge burden, though. I mean, you've been carrying your wands for a really long time, and it's almost like you've been putting in a lot of work into something, and you're really not sure of whether or not it's been worth all the effort, and if you should just drop those wands and take a different approach, move into something new. And that's what I'm feeling for you is like you're right now, you're really trying to make the right decision, probably in love, very likely in love. And you're trying to weigh out whether or not all the work and effort is worth it. Should I just drop these wands, or should I keep walking and pushing and walking up this trail with my wands, right? Now, what you've got coming towards you in the future is the Star. Oh, beautiful card, shining bright, like major success and victory, almost like fame and fortune type energy. But notice how the Star, she's balancing between water and earth. And so you're grounding your ideas into earth is what I'm hearing. And the wand energy, that the 10 of wands and 6 of wands, it's like you're finally healing from something that was extremely painful. So you're going to be healing from that mind over heart, where your head and like you were really struggling with your thoughts and your emotions. And I don't even know if you're aware of this, Leo, but you had some big decisions to make, right? And you went and you looked and you retreated. You went and sat back and you looked at your cup, Queen of Cups, and you were looking at your emotional fulfillment. And you were trying to see, is this emotionally satisfying me? And you've had an epiphany. You've had a judgment call where you're like, this is what's coming. You're gonna finally feel like you see clearly. And what I think is going to happen is you need to go and retreat and allow yourself to heal from, the 10 of wands energy, that heavy energy, and let yourself just focus on filling your cup back up, getting rejuvenated. Sit down, rest, relax, recover from whatever it is you've been experiencing. And when you do that, you're going to get the clarity that you're seeking. You've been seeking clarity for some type of, I feel like it's like a love situation, but take it how it resonates. You've been trying to see what to do. And the way to that is to go from the 2 of Swords to the Queen of Cups, to retreat. So to retreat, relax, and, take a deep breath, go into, sorry about that. My audio just went out, so we're going to start back over. But what I'm hearing is take an Epsom salt bath. Go sit by the water. Fill your cup up. Do whatever it is that makes you feel fulfilled by yourself without anybody else. Get out of the monkey mind, as my friend likes to call it, and go and retreat and relax. Maybe take a vacation, take a walk, go outside and walk by the water. So that's the Star. She's by the water, and she's pouring water into the water and into the ground, and she's fertilizing the ground. And it symbolizes healing, right? You're healing yourself. Like, let yourself heal and you will find clarity that you're looking for. Okay, so let's clarify some things. In your recent past, one other thing I want to say is you go from the 6 of wands to the 2 of swords to the Star. So you've had a major victory, right? You've had a successful outcome, but then something happened and you felt unsure. And that's what I'm saying is maybe this is about the victory you had and you're unsure of what to do next to keep getting those victories, right? Maybe how do you keep getting recognized at work? Maybe you're trying to find a job or trying to decide if you should change jobs. And I feel like you're going to be a star. Like wherever you go, whatever choice you make, it's going to give you like real joy, and it's going to fill your cup, and you're going to be able to give. You're going to be able to give to others is what I'm hearing. Like you're going to be in real service and living in your purpose. And that Judgment cards is also about like living in your purpose, finding your life's calling. And so let's clarify the Hanged Man in reverse real quick. Ooh, cards are flying out. Oh yeah. So you You got the Moon and the Two of Swords again. So Two of Swords twice is telling me, yeah, you're indecisive. And notice how this is like an eclipse on this card. And so the light is being hidden by the darkness. Like it's an unsure feeling. And so I feel like you were feeling like you were sure. You were feeling like you had the clarity and the epiphany, and it's changed. Something shifted, and now you're moving into this Moon energy where you're not sure anymore. You're just not sure. All right, the Justice, you're getting clarified with the Three of Swords. So again, this could be about a love situation where maybe, sometimes the Three of Swords can represent a third party situation, but I feel like recently you felt like there was a victory over that. Like you felt like you had a victory over like that Three of Swords, that painful heartbreak feeling. I feel like you felt like you had a victory with that Six of Wands, and what I'm hearing is you've been something has led you to feel indecisive and unsure now, and now you're retreating and you're going into like a solo, more emotionally stable place because you're healing with the Star. All right, so Six of Wands is clarified by the Death card. So again, that's what I feel like this means like you're starting to feel unsure. You thought it was successful. You were getting success. You were getting recognition. But now you're like, okay, what next? Now it's dead. Now it's over. So how do I move forward? And that's where this Two of Swords is coming in. You're like, okay, that's over. Now I'm trying to move forward. All right, so with the Two of Cups, you have the Star. Now, notice this is right next to the other star in this spread. And so what I'm feeling is you're healing from a love situation. You're healing from something. It could be a relationship. It might have just ended with the Death card. And now you're trying to recover and rejuvenate. Again, Two of Swords clarified by the Two of Cups. This feels so much like a love reading, Leo. You're indecisive about what to do in love. You just don't know which step to take to move forward. And so the Ten of Wands is clarified by the High Priestess. So you're again, I said this earlier, trying to go deep within into your inner intuition. And I told you about the High Priestess having that crescent moon. Notice how I said the Two of Swords had the crescent moon. The High Priestess has the crescent moon. You're trying to see, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, is this painful, burdensome situation worth my time and my effort? Or should I go into death mode, like move on? And I don't want to tell you what to do here, but I'm just feeling like it's telling you to heal. So with the Star, you've got the Son of Swords, Page of Swords. You may be dealing with a pretty sharp-tongued person who might not say really kind things, but I feel like you're getting emotional clarity, mental vision with the Star and the Son of Swords. Because notice how the owl represents seeing in the darkness. The owl is the spirit animal that helps you see through the darkness, and that owl is holding that sword and cutting through all the monkey mind. Notice how it's black and white stripes all around the owl. It's like you've been really uncertain on which way to go, and you're healing from that, and you're moving into this Son of Swords energy where you're clear, fast moving. The owl is a fast flying bird. They go from really high and they dive really low to catch their prey. And so it's like you're seeing from a higher perspective, and you're going out. You can see from the forest and the trees. Like you can see it all clearly now, and now you're healing from whatever situation caused you that pain and suffering. So with the Queen of Cups, you've got the Two of Wands. Again, another two. So you've got 3 twos here. And I'm telling you, like, the Two of Wands is the man is standing there in the original deck. And he's standing there and he's holding the world in his hands. And he felt like before that he had conquered the world. And like, he felt like he had a massive victory. But now he's got to go into the next phase, the next thing. And he's standing there holding the world in his hands. And all he's got to do is jump and take that leap of faith into something new and create something new. And the new thing he creates is even better than what he ever imagined he'd created with the world. Because he created the whole world. He'd conquered the world. And now he's stepping in. And so it's a little bit of like, what do I take? What do I do? And I'm getting the sense of like pairing this with the Queen of Wands. It's how do I move away from this emotionally draining situation? That's what I'm feeling for you, Leo. It's like, how do I get out of this? I need to take care of myself. So you're taking action and doing that with the fire, but you're contemplating that next move. That's what she's doing. She's contemplating as she looks into that cup. She's trying to decide what to do. And I feel like the Two of Wands is like, same thing. You're contemplating your next move, your exit strategy, as I might say. Judgment card is clarified by the Seven of Swords. And so I feel like okay, so the Seven of Swords to me is always like being very strategic and not letting those swords get to you. You're smarter than that. You know they're coming. You know the swords are coming, and you're 2 steps ahead of them. In the original deck, he's gathering the swords in a strategic way to plot his next move for battle, right? And so you're like in this cocoon again, Star, High Priestess. I feel like you're retreating with that Star energy with the Seven of Swords. So you notice the butterflies in the cocoon, but the butterfly's about ready to take off and take wing and take flight. And that's what I feel like is happening with this judgment, is like you're getting very clear, crystal clear messages from your ancestors, your guides, your helpers, your angels on what the strategic exit strategy is to get out of this situation. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like you've been beaten, battered, bruised with that Ten of Wands. You've been working your tail off, and now it's time to move on and move on into something that's clearer, that's calmer, that feels better, right? That gives you more healing and more emotional satisfaction. Now, if you're looking for a love, romance situation in this reading, I will tell you, I feel like you have been through a lot of painful relationship situations, and right now you're learning what works for you and what doesn't in relationships. That's that Star, Queen of Cups, Judgment card. Like, this is a beautiful energy coming up. So this is like what's coming in the future, next week, in the next few weeks. You've got healing, retreat, really looking at what fills your cup, sitting on your throne, and getting clear judgment on what to do. And so I feel like you're healing from a potential relationship, and you're going to know, based on everything you learned from this relationship and what just happened, you're going to know much more clearly, Son of Swords, you're going to see much more clearly, Judgment, what kinds of relationships work for you and what don't. And that's really important. I just had a bunch of cards fill out. Oh my God. Okay. So remember how I said the Two of Wands is the man standing there holding the world in his hand, feeling like he had conquered the world? I feel like this is like you're feeling the world. This, to me, I'm reading, it's like you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders with this big situation. 13 is a number of transformation and new beginnings. And so I feel like you're feeling this burden. You're looking at your world. That's that Queen of Wands looking deeply into her cup. And you're really trying to determine where you go next in the world. Are you going to go for a move? Are you going to move? Are you going to move homes? How are you going to move? Where are you going to move? I feel like you're feeling it. You feel the earth beneath you, and you're feeling supported by Mother Earth and Creator. And you're just really feeling the burdens of the world as well. And so this card means a lot to me for this reading. And I feel like that's what it's telling you, is like, you're feeling it. Yes. And continue. It's almost like you need to look into your magic ball inside, your magic crystal ball, and really look at your High Priestess energy and just trust your intuition. Trust what you know. Trust the judgment that the things that are coming to your mind are coming for a reason, because they're coming from your higher self, from your archangels and guides. They are coming to you for a reason. Trust it. Last, you got sacred reverence. You hold the key to your own heart, Leo. You don't need anyone else to fill your cup, Queen of Cups. You only need yourself. You have the cup. You have the key. And honestly, I feel like this is, again, you making a decision about love. And I feel like the way this card is showing up is it's a pretty emotional situation because of all the blue that symbolizes water. And it's also got clouds in it, which symbolize air, which is like head over heart. Like, what's the rational decision versus the decision that I want? And so it's like 7 plus 4 is 11. You're getting divine guidance, 11:11, right? When you see 11:11 and you just had a thought, trust that you're being guided by the sacred to where the key is to your heart, right? To what fills your cup. And last but not least, beyond the ordinary. You are beyond ordinary. You are extraordinary. Number 9, sacred number 9. And so remember, Leo, that you are better than anything that you can even imagine. You are far beyond what's ordinary. You are extraordinary. And I don't know that you feel like you're being seen right now. And I think you're also looking for something in love or in business that is going to lead you to something beyond ordinary, like stalemate, Two of Swords energy. You don't want that stagnant, boring energy, right? Like you want something extraordinary. You want a massively new, creative, sparks flying, like colorful, vibrant situation. And I feel like this is your guide saying to you, you can have that. You deserve that. And you will get that. Just trust in your inner knowing and your intuition. It's been lovely to read for you, Leo. I hope to see you next week. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you then. Bye for now.